Back to square one, y'all. Blue put in place the most responsible parent to look over his investment while he's away so he can do his time peacefully. Bam! There you have it. Keep law and order. Back to square one, y'all. Blue put in place the most responsible parent to look over his investment while he's away so he can do his time peacefully. Bam! There you have it. Keep law and order.
So, anyways, getting into the things that we need to discuss. Chrisean Rock will be getting out in 2 days. Now, the big question is she going to be getting out to the street, or is she going to be getting out um as far as into a police car, transported to the airport, or a bus to be transported to Oklahoma? Now, allegedly, they're saying that she's going to have to pay for the transport if, in fact, Oklahoma does want to see her in person and run down the stipulations of the new probation that has been reinstated. Now, everyone keeps saying it's reinstated, but I have not yet to see anybody show any receipts, even the viewers, of what the new reinstatement probation is. Now, it can say reinstatement all day long, but it should be public record what the reinstatement is for. Are there harsher penalties if she she got this reinstated, and if she goes abscond again? Are they going to throw her in jail for maybe a few days or months before they pretty much say, well, this is the remaining of the probation you'll do not behind bars? And, she'll do the remaining of the probation that she owes. What is the restitution going to be going forward? Did it go up? We need to know all of these findings. I don't think it's a good idea that they're giving Chrisean Rock, honestly, probation, but we don't want to see her in jail. That's the only other option. If they give her time served in jail, that means she won't have her freedom and she won't be able to be a mother to a son. We don't want that to happen. However, we know that if she's triggered by Blueface, whether he's going to be sentenced, they're saying that at the end of the month, he's going to be going back to court and be sentenced. Why would Blueface be sentenced? People are missing it. Blueface, whatever was caught in his room, it don't matter if it was less than 3% of THCA or THC, it should not have been in his room. It was considered some sort of contraband ban. Also, it's almost like having a cell phone in your room and it doesn't belong there. So we have to look at all of the factors when we take into consideration the situation with Blueface and Chrisean Rock. They are not playing with these social media entities. We're seeing a lot of people go down. Just recently, I know you guys heard, some of you may have, that Whitehead, he's a pastor or preacher, whatever you want to call him. He was sentenced to 9 years. I know that he's not in the same category as Chrisean Rock and Blueface, but he's still a social media influencer. He does a lot of his religious teachings. He has a lot of his following on social media. He was sentenced to 9 years. They're not playing. They're not playing. And there's so many rappers that I can't think of off the top of my head that are going down as well. They're not playing. They're making examples out of these celebrities that you are not above life's classroom. You will go to jail if you are not following the law. And even if it was a responsible mindset at the time for Chrisean Rock to decide not to turn herself in and to be a mother to her child, she should have thought about the consequences of her actions prior to getting herself pregnant. And if she knew she had legal obligations prior to having Junior, then maybe she should have put that big responsibility on the back burner until she got her life sorted out. I think people need to sort their life out before they start having kids. And that goes for me too. And I'm only saying this because there were a lot of things that I think I should have had sorted out before I had my son. But I was smart enough to have only one, and he's 32 years old as we speak. However, I think that is unfair for parents. I think it's very unfair, unfit for parents to bring children in the world and they don't even have themselves together. Now we're gonna listen to Hi Odine, good morning. It says, I don't know what's wrong with Blue. Me either. It says Riddler, I hit that like button on the way. And thank you so much, Riddler. So Jason Lee had some things to say. Jason Lee always has something to say, okay? Now, this is a busy period of the day for me this morning. I might have some phone calls coming in early this morning, so I might have to put this live on a video while I go answer a few calls that might come in. I didn't realize that I will be receiving some early morning calls, and I don't know how long I'm going to be on here, but we might be on here for a while. Maybe I will get those calls after this live's over. We don't know. But anyways, we're going to get into the Jason Lee conversation and what his thoughts and his opinions are. We know Jason Lee always has his thoughts and opinions. I really think that he does have a lot of respect for Chrisean Rock and Blueface. So, he doesn't really drag them. But he had his opinion of what he had to say. So I'm gonna let you guys listen. Also, today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there will be a live recap premiere going out for those of you that may have missed it. I know you guys like to watch things when they're live because you're most likely to stay on them longer and catch all the information at one time instead of having to wait for the replay. So let's listen to what Jason Lee had to say, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Blueface and Chrisean, they're back in the headlines. Why does everybody do a deep sigh whenever we talk about them? I miss them.
We're tired.
I miss them. Don't you guys miss the group chat that we were all in?
No.
No?
Unsubscribe.
July 3rd is coming up faster than we all can wait, and big old Blue will be home, and I can't.
He has not been doing his due diligence. Jason Lee, I made sure I kept it in there. Y'all got to hold him accountable. Go to one of his, don't be mean. Don't say I sent you either. But tell him that we don't know when Blueface is getting out. July 3rd, we thought it was July 3rd, but it's been pushed back because Blueface got himself into some mess, Jason Lee. Do your due diligence before you recap or update your audience on anything about Blueface. That's how mass confusion starts up here on these YouTube streets.
Wait to see him and Chrisean in their coming of love. I mean, I don't know. Well, until then, we'll have to talk about them both being in jail. Chrisean Rock has joined Blueface behind bars after she was arrested on an active warrant while attending his recent court hearing. Now, on June 10th, Chrisean walked into court with her and Blueface's son in a stroller, and she was taken into custody for a felony fugitive warrant stemming from drug charges filed against her in Oklahoma back in 2022. Now, here's a photo of Miss Chrisean in handcuffs. Now, Chrisean, at least you were dressed cute and all that, but you went down there to go see your man who's in jail to only go to jail, and now your kid is not with you guys in jail. people are starting to wonder what is going on with your child. And as much as I don't like speaking on people's children, and I won't speak too much into it because I don't talk about people's children, I am concerned and would just, it would be a failure on my part to just highlight the obvious, that people want you to focus on and take care of your child and not be in the headlines for getting arrested or doing whatever else people say you're doing in the news. Now, reportedly, there were 5 LAPD cops waiting for her, and she is now being held in jail without bail. Now, Chrisean is also facing an additional assault with a deadly weapon charge, but it's unclear if that's stemming from California or somewhere else. And after police took Chrisean into custody, officers temporarily held Chrisean Jr. in their custody until Chrisean requested that he be placed in the care of her best friend and nanny, Marsh Lewis. Now, Blueface's mother, Carlissa, later went on Instagram Live and confirmed this, and also said that she got kicked out of court as well. Even though there's a kid involved in that, sad. Carlissa is highly entertaining. Please don't ask me to come back on the show. We had your moment. We got everything. Maybe when you and the aunties come on, we can all have a moment. But this was entertaining. When you see Carlissa doing this, clearly she says she does it for clout. She made sure when she went to that court, her hair was laid, makeup was done, all that, because she knew she'd be doing a social media debut.
Her Patreon was queued up.
Like, is this a grandmother who cares about her grandkid, or a mother who cares about her child, or she just care about going viral?
I think the two things can be true at once. But yeah, this is why I keep saying that the parents and the grandparents of these celebrities should be banned from social media. Because
there should be an automatic filter that pops up and catches your mouth as soon as you start to say their name, right?
Yes, it's too much. It's too much. Ugh.
I mean, she came in her stilettos, Carlissa, to the court ready for a show, and a show was had. But Chrisean looked cute, and she was talking to you saw the reporter, wherever, filming her on the way out, but there's no word on when she's coming out, huh?
Somehow I feel like Wack is behind all this, filming it for some kind of show. Like, I don't know. Well, Carlissa mentioned Blueface's dad over there, Jonathan Porter Sr. Well, he wanted nothing to do with his grandson. Famous people do this because it's like, regardless if Blueface
D-Real,
is a
you
train
so
wreck
funny.
or not,
Good morning, sis.
and regardless if he's loves a viral moment or not, to do all this on the internet when you know we're going to talk about it at your son's expense, at your grandchild's expense, it's just crazy. By the way, he called her ugly. Like, you slept with her though, and you had a kid with her, and we had Carlissa here on the show where she talked about that. Yeah, well, apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Rob, when you see this, what do you think?
This is why we shouldn't judge people who have surrogates.
Oh, shout out.
Because Naomi's not going to ever have this problem.
Ever.
Never.
Wow. See how the gays always got something slick to say? I mean, there's always a comeback. He been waiting to say that. Yeah, well, Blueface's manager, Wack, who I said is probably behind this filming it, also spoke out in this. Jaidyn's, the only person I think is a winner in all this is Blueface. Because, like, he created the circus.
He did.
Everybody has been quiet on social media while he's been gone. He's proven that he is the sauce. You already know how I feel. I'm biased. So. Blueface and Chrisean, they're back in the headlines. Why does everybody like do a deep sigh whenever we talk about them? I miss them.
We're tired.
I miss them. Don't you guys miss the group chat that we were all in?
No.
No?
Well, unsubscribe.
July 3rd is coming up faster than we all can wait, and Big Old Blue will be home, and I can't wait to see him and Chrisean in their coming of love. I mean, I don't know. Well, until then, we'll have to talk about them both being in jail. Chrisean Rock has joined Blueface behind bars after she was arrested on an active warrant while attending his recent court hearing. Now, on June 10th, Chrisean walked into court with her and Blueface's son in a stroller, and she was taken into custody for a felony fugitive warrant stemming from drug charges filed against her in Oklahoma back in 2022. Now, here's a photo of Ms. Chrisean in handcuffs. Now, Chrisean, at least you were dressed cute and all that, but you went down there to go see your man who's in jail to only go to jail. And now your kid is not with you guys in jail. People are starting to wonder what is going on with your child. And as much as I don't like speaking on people's children, and I won't speak too much into it because I don't talk about people's children, I am concerned and would just, it would be a failure on my part to just highlight the obvious that people want you to focus on and take care of your child and not be in the headlines for getting arrested or doing whatever else people say you're doing in the news. Now, reportedly, there were 5 LAPD cops waiting for her, and she is now being held in jail without bail. Now, Chrisean is also facing an additional assault with a deadly weapon charge, but it's unclear if that's stemming from California or somewhere else. And after police took Chrisean into custody, officers temporarily held Chrisean Jr. in their custody until Chrisean requested that he be placed in the care of her best friend and nanny, Marsh Lewis. Now, Blueface's mother, Carlissa, later went on Instagram Live and confirmed this and also said that she got kicked out of court as well. Even though there's a kid involved in that, sad, Carlissa is highly entertaining. Please don't ask me to come back on the show. We had your moment. We got everything. Maybe when you and the aunties come on, we can all have a moment. But this was entertaining. When you see Carlissa doing this, clearly she says she does it for clout. She made sure when she went to that court, her hair was laid, makeup was done, all that, because she knew she'd be doing a social media debut.
Her Patreon was queued up.
Like, is this a grandmother who cares about her grandkid or a mother who cares about her child, or she just care about going viral?
I think the two things can be true at once. But yeah, this is why I keep saying that the parents and the grandparents of these celebrities should be banned from social media. Because
there should be an automatic filter that pops up and catches your mouth as soon as you start to say their name, right?
Yes, it's too much. It's too much. Ugh.
I mean, she came in her stilettos, Carlissa, to the court ready for a show, and a show was had. But Chrisean looked cute, and she was talking to you saw the reporter, whatever, filming her on the way out, but there's no word on when she's coming out, huh?
Somehow I feel like Wack is behind all this, filming it for some kind of show. Like, I don't know. Well, Carlissa mentioned Blueface's dad over there, Jonathan Porter Sr. Well, he wanted nothing to do with his grandson. Famous people do this because it's like, regardless if Blueface is a train wreck or not, and regardless if he's loves a viral moment or not, to do all this on the internet when you know we're going to talk about it at your son's expense, at your grandchild's expense, it's just crazy. By the way, he called her ugly. Like, you slept with her though, and you had a kid with her, and we had Carlissa here on the show where she talked about that. Yeah, well, apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Rob, when you see this, what do you think?
This is why we shouldn't judge people who have surrogates.
Shut eye.
Because Naomi's not going to ever have this problem.
Ever.
Never.
Wow. See how the gays always got something slick to say? I mean, there's always a comeback. He been waiting to say that. Yeah, well, Blueface's manager, Wack, who I said is probably behind this filming it, also spoke out in this. Jaidyn's, the only person I think is a winner in all this is Blueface. Because, like, he created the circus.
He did.
Everybody has been quiet on social media while he's been gone. He's proven that he is the sauce. You already know how I feel. I'm biased. So. Chrisean's been quiet. Like, not like we were talking about her every day. And the internet is just shh, right? So we know, but I don't know. Rob, what do you think?
It's so disappointing because she has so much to deal with. Warrants, a baby, her career, and her whole focus is just going to sit in jail. I mean, going to sit in court to support Blueface. I feel bad for her. I just hope somebody like shakes her and wakes her up.
But Wack said he was trying to tell her in the video.
Didn't she just go viral because she said that she was holding him down and that he was trying to control her and this and that? What do you think?
This is why I said last week, and look, I even said before all this happened that Jaidyn is the winner, and I still feel that way because she is tucked away somewhere, unbothered. And if she is bothered, we wouldn't know. And to me, that's winning. Like, she has peace and she just peaced out.
Jaidyn's, the only person I think is a winner in all this is Blueface. Cause like I'm gonna get my life by getting up out of here. I have nothing else to say. Blueface, hurry up and come home and come over here to the Jason Lee show. Goodbye.
Jason Lee loves some Blueface, honey. He loved him some Blueface and Chrisean Rock and stuff. I don't think that he's biased. I think that, well, I'm just saying it, just in my opinion, this is my opinion, disclaimer. I think that he's kind of sort of like me, his position with Blueface and Chrisean Rock. Well, with me, with Chrisean, I'll say. Blueface, he's kind of pissing me off because I really think that he is one of the driving factor to all of this toxicity that's going on. And it's really ridiculous that one man can have an influence on so many people in such a negative light, and he's not trying to do anything to make that situation better. And it's a really messed up situation. And I don't think that anytime soon it's going to change because he's not leading by example himself. So it's like change can happen, especially when you have people who they don't believe in themselves. Their self-esteem is not really there. And they're they're following behind a leader that's not being a leader. You know what I'm saying? Blueface, literally, nobody's even questioning. Well, why is he getting another sentence while he's still in California? I thought the sentence was that he violated his probation, and now he's gonna have to do time just on that, and then he's gonna get out, and maybe he has to deal with Nevada situation. But why is he getting sentenced again in California? Sentencing. They push back the date for sentencing. We keep like letting a lot of stuff go over our heads. And it's right in our face that there's some shady, undermining business going on with these people that we support. They're not even doing the right thing for themselves. But yet and still we're campaigning for them. Why? I don't know. But we're campaigning for these people, and they're doing everything possible to ruin their lives. And they're taking us down with them. And the reason why I say that is because we're sitting up here co-signing, people that are not being honest with us. That they rather spend their times behind bars because they're doing things that are illegal or stuff that you're not supposed to be doing as far as the law is concerned. You're living above the law. You're not above life's classroom. And you have supporters and fans out here that are supporting you, and you're not supporting yourself. Where did we go wrong? We have to stop putting batteries in these people's backs, and we got to stop supporting them until they start supporting themselves. It says Blueface's next court date with Nevada is next year, October. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Haley. I'm talking about he's supposed to be going back into court in California. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Allegedly, they found something in his room. A lot of people were saying he was getting set up for it. Wack 100 was forced to have to come to the internet to clean it up. That what he tells everybody else's business, but he didn't tell us how he's fighting the case that Blueface picked up while in jail. And I'm gonna let you guys listen to this for like the 1000th time, purposely, so you can understand what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about when I say Blueface has another case that's going on currently that has not been thrown out of that I'm aware of. In California. So that's what I'm referring to. So I'm trying to oh, here it is right here. Blueface more time. Right here it is. So let's check this out once again. And I'm sorry for the ones that already saw this, but we gotta play it again. Let me put it on pause. Ooh, that dude needs a hearing aid. I thought that I was deaf. Come on. What's going on with this? My system's going haywire today, it seems to me. Skip this. So let me just show you something really quickly. I want Haley to see this. Maybe she didn't see this or he didn't see this, so that we can put, whatever you're thinking that's going on to rest. After it's here we go. Starts.
That other
Mm-mm.
They saying Blueface got caught with some meth in the jail. With meth on me. That's look at the top of this. I got caught with when I've been fighting this violation for 3 months.
Can you tell that Wack 100 did not want to even address that, but he got caught up into the rapture of it because his boy just put him on Front Street on Clubhouse. Or I think it's Clubhouse Shenanigans or whatever. He has a couple of platforms, but he was on one of them podcasts, and honey, he threw him all the way under the bus. That's when he had to come out publicly and talk about how he's been on the hush hush fighting this case for 3 months behind the scenes. He ain't never one time brought up that Blueface was in jail getting jammed up, but he's running everybody else's business and who was getting jammed up out here in these streets and in the prisons. Everybody except Blueface, who was dropping the ball too.
Right. Right.
Caught with THCA. Less than 0.3. Ain't no meth, you have a whole new charge. And that's not a trial, that's a probation hearing. Talking about.
Look, you already know once words spread like this.
Bro, see, you gotta remember that people will send you what they want to send you. Y'all problem is y'all entertain a lie. Like, all you gotta do is just do a little investigation.
Hey, now look, see, I'm gonna come direct to the source. I heard about an hour ago, you feel me? I'm gonna go ask G Homie. I ain't finna be sitting here playing with y'all with world.
It might be over for him. Blueface is caught with Bay. What caught with those double caught with what they thought was TA. Bro, I came in here last month and told y'all I had to go to court for Blueface and order them test the weed. It ain't come back weed. It ain't weed. THCA. It's not even weed. Came back less than 0.3 of THCA. Whatever it is. Like some type of resin. I don't be entertained. Nice. I was a meth, you have a whole new charge. Believe that. Gotta stop entertaining. When people show you half of the end of something, you look for the beginning. You know why they didn't want to show you the beginning? Because the beginning shows you who the fight was with. You see that guy right there? I don't know that guy. But he's not me. Yeah, that's denied. Might be over with for him. Blueface was allegedly caught with meth inside of his jail cell. Lord have mercy.
But if you watch the video, the guy is saying that he feels like it's them trying to set him up and to roll the video.
It ain't about
footage
trying
and
to
all
set
that.
him up. It's not even meth. It's THCA. Write-up was for marijuana. I'm the one ordered the test a month and a half ago. It was always marijuana. And the test came back, not marijuana, THCA. Less than 0.3, which cannot be classified as marijuana. Never had nothing to do.
Hey guys, back with another one. But before I stop, make sure you smash that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you do so, making sure that that notification bell is on. He sure with did. The option all. So when I upload these videos, he sure did. D-Real. He tried to cover up this mess. That's why I had to play this video, because Miss Haley, Haley vlogs, thought I was talking about Nevada. Y'all got to stop being Pacific when y'all ask me questions. Don't go, no, he ain't going to court into next year. We're not even talking about no Nevada. He got bigger fish to fry before he even gets out of California. He's making mess in the court. I mean, in the court system still in California while in jail. I don't get it. He's getting himself into mess while in jail. Get out of jail first. Let him get out of jail first, and then you can talk about how he don't have to go back to court until October of next year. We're talking about him making court appearances, picking up new cases while in jail. And when people were saying that Blueface was set up, you know what I said the whole time? He didn't get set up. That was personal use, and he wasn't selling it either. Why would somebody of his status need to sell anything when Chrisean was sending $200 and $300 a week for his canteen, and he had a cook? So the cook was cooking for him and Blueface. They were eating lovely 7 days a week, and he's still probably eating lovely. It ain't stopping no show just because Chrisean's in jail. They'll just have to take it from Wack 100's money, and he'll just have a an invoice for what he owes when he gets out. Wow, this is crazy, yo. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I say pay attention. People be quick to get up in the comment section and correct a commentator who, the ones that I show respect to, one being Hennessy Review and myself. We take the time out and we listen to the materials. We try to do the due diligence and stop piggybacking off of other channel holders reporting the same news, and we try to bring the updated and the most accurate as possible information as we can. We also have to remember what you hear, even if it's from the horse's mouth, is not what it always appears to be or what it is, because they lie too. And we cannot, it's still allegations because we weren't there. But I'm going to tell you this. I was not referring at all to Nevada case. I was referring to a case that he picked up that Wack 100 tried to cover up. And it's been going on for 3 months behind the scenes. There's another court date, I think, at the end of this month. He's supposed to be getting out July 3rd. You guys answer this question. Why isn't he getting out July 3rd? That part. You are the first one to watch. Also, make sure to leave a comment on this video. So getting directly into it, I just wanted to confirm that Blueface, in fact, according to Wack 100, is saying at this present time that Blueface was not caught with meth. It was tested for weed. That's what I guess was put down on the paperwork when it was caught in his room. And it was not a setup. It was tested for weed, confirmed by Wack 100 allegedly. He had asked them to get it tested to see what, in fact, was caught in his room. Again, not a setup. It doesn't even appear that Wack 100 is trying to run with the narrative that Blueface was set up. And allegedly, this has been going on for a few months. It obviously was on the hush hush because it just recently got put out like it was some new news, but it's actually some old news. And this is probably the reason why Blueface is still incarcerated and not getting out on July 3rd, because of the case being pushed back. And it can potentially be another violation to his probation. But if it's not in the narcotic, now we all know that things can change, okay? We know that. But fact still remains, Wack 100 tried to cover up for 3 months. Denot allegedly was the one, because Wack 100 said you got that information from Denot. And also World Star Hip Hop, or whatever the name of that platform is, they also aired it. I think that was one of the first channel holders to air it. So he had no other choice but to go public with it. Wack 100 did. He couldn't keep it on the hush hush no more, and he cleaned it up. But also, what I want to let you guys know is Wack 100 does a lot of cleaning up for Blueface and a lot of throwing Chrisean Rock under the bus. But why didn't he just flat out just tell us the situation with Blueface? We were going to find out one way or another anyways. People are going to the courthouse, and they're pretty much hearing the evidence. and it was gonna get reported either way. That just goes to show how sneaky Wack 100 is as well. And it also goes to show how foolish Blueface is. So yeah, sometimes people, they say, stop throwing things on Blueface, but no, I'm gonna throw this on Blueface. You talk about the decision making that Chrisean makes that is stupid. Why are you in a jail with something that's not even pure THC, some synthetic stuff, which I think they call it spice? Put in the comment section if you know the name of that synthetic weed. Why are you in there? Why can't you wait to get out of jail to be somebody who is messing up, under the influence? Why couldn't you wait to get out of jail? Why do you have to be in there under the influence with all of the things that you need to be doing as a man, holding Chrisean down, from a distance? You rather be in there with your head all high and messed up with a cook thinking that you a kingpin, while Chrisean is fighting the elements out here. So do you think right now I'm happy with Blueface? Do you think right now I'm going to give him some sort of credit or pat on the back for him getting back with Chrisean as he's making it appear to be? But she's out here paying your bills and making sure that you eat every week, taking care of your child, and being dragged on social media. And then when you don't like that she didn't come in on her curfew, you want to drag her name. After all she's doing that Jaidyn's not doing. Yeah, Jaidyn's quiet, but Jaidyn's not helping you out in no sort of way, not on no financial or spiritual or mental or supportive level. You're even disrespecting Chrisean Rock by even having Jaidyn come to the courthouse. I get it, you have kids from her, but I think if you're in a relationship with Chrisean Rock and she's the one that's flipping the bill so that you can live comfortable as you can be in jail, why are you inviting Jaidyn to these court appearances? Because you have no reservations of leaving neither one of them alone. So it doesn't matter when he's going to get out. Obviously, he doesn't care when he's going to get out because he's getting caught with synthetic weed allegedly in his cell. So whenever he gets out, we already know how he's going to get down. Thank you, Riddler. Yes, make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe. We don't know when he's getting out. And like I said, I don't think he cares when he's getting out. He's too busy trying to get high off some synthetic weed because he wasn't selling it. He must have purchased that. Trying to be in there. I got a chef. I got a cook. I'm eating hot food. I don't really like cold food. I don't eat the canteen. I mean, I don't eat the prison food. I eat, steak and potatoes, surf and turf, lobster. I'm being funny. But I'm just saying, he acting like he that man. I smoke synthetic weed. I'm getting caught with it. I'm about to pick up another case and do another sentence. Ain't nothing he doing big time. If anything, the only thing he's doing big time is giving himself time in jail. Books of regulation of a violation, and it's not what is called an illegal substance. He might not be facing any felony charges of any crimes committed while in jail, and it might not affect his probation. But they pushed the court date back, as we all know. This is why Blueface is not out of jail because of that. And I just want to confirm that because there's a lot of rumors going around, and I feel as though we can look at Blueface as it coming from the horse's mouth only because it's the manager. Not that we think that he's an honest person. We have caught him in quite a few lies in the past, Wack 100. However, this will fall back on Wack 100 if, in fact, none of this is the truth. And Blueface is looking at more time because it was tested for, in fact, meth and amphetamines. However, I just want to say to you that at this current time, he's saying it was tested and it's not any sort of marijuana or meth, and that this has nothing to do with Blueface not getting out. He will be getting out and he will not be facing any more time. He also is standing by the Nevada situation that Blueface is not going to be serving any time in Nevada. Now, today I will definitely check while we're on the live at 7 p.m. and see if this is in fact true that some of these situations, Nevada in particular, have been cleared up. It should say the status of
Which it
Blueface's
has not,
situation,
because
and
Wack
if it was
100 was
cleared up,
lying.
because he did allegedly say he paid for legal assistance in clearing up those matters in Nevada. It should say that everything's active or current or active supervision, something like that. It should say on his
Exactly.
active status. And if it doesn't, then we know that Wack 100 is covering up quite a few things. And this is how the rumors and the mayhem and the drama continue to unravel, and people are just piggybacking off of it because they're figuring if you're believing what this one over here saying, then I'll say this because I'm going to get away with that. And then we'll never get down to what the truth is, because like I always say, when we lie, we're trying to live in the lie, because the lie goes on and on and on and on. When we get to the truth, the bottom of things, it ceases and desists. And I think that people don't want this entertainment, which is people's real lives, to go away, because they're getting an adrenaline fix from the entertainment of the crisis that obviously Chrisean Rock and Blueface are putting themselves through the actions of their behaviors. They have stuff that they could be out here doing, money that they could be making, a bag, yes, that they could be making, and they're making these foolish decisions really early on in their life when they could be taking advantage of getting to the bag. People are not as lucky as Chrisean Rock and Blueface are to be gifted enough or talented.
The reason I'm in this tub is to show you how I can change this water right here into this water using something so simple that even a 2-year-old can use it. Let's go ahead and check it out. I'm sitting in over 100 gallons of dirty water, and this little blue tube right here, which is called the Ready Filter, will let me drink every single ounce of it without getting sick. Boy, do these things work. They filter 99.99999% of waterborne bacteria to help make sure that dirty drinking water like this is completely safe to drink. One Ready Filter will actually give one person a 1.5 years worth of clean drinking water. FEMA and the Red Cross recommend that every single American have something like the Ready Filter on hand to turn dirty drinking water into clean drinking water. And because they're so compact and lightweight, you could easily fit one inside of a hiking backpack, inside of the junk drawer in your kitchen, or even in your glove box of your car. So there's really no good reason not to have a Ready Filter. Because the Ready Filter is so good at cleaning dirty water and making it safe to drink,
enough to figure out where the bag is and work smarter, not harder. Now you want to put yourself in legal situations, stuff that you're not built for. I don't really think anyone's built for. Hey guys, I stepped away for a second. Yeah, but to answer your question, Riddler, everybody's cloud chasing off of Blueface's name and Chrisean Rock's. And Bonnie Lachey, who you're referring to, she just said that just to get attention, and it failed her. So now well, maybe it didn't fail her, because I do see her doing a lot of appearances, her own little gig going on. You know what I'm saying? So I guess maybe she got what she needed out of it. If Blueface gets out and decides to want to mess with her, she'll mess with him. But other than that, she looks like she's getting to a bag. She's doing a little bit better than she was when she first got up on here. I'll tell you that much. For jail or even street life. But when you figure out that it's not for you, because look at where you end up, which both of them are in jail. Sometimes you got to quit your day job, okay? And stick to what you know best. And I just feel as though, I don't understand how they can sit here and have all of this going on for themselves and just waste it all away in jail because of the decisions that they're making. And I think that it also is happening because alcohol and drugs, when they are, in my opinion, free, they are indulging in it way too much. And that's why there's some harsh consequences that Chrisean Rock is facing right now with Junior, and Blueface is facing right now from the decisions that they made that they brushed under the rug, didn't pay no attention to it. Now life has really got real, and they're not even understanding the repercussions from this. They have so many opportunities that are awaiting them. I don't think the opportunities are going to last too long. I think people are going to start to um, get it that, we want to see these two talented people on the big screen. Drama sells. They know how to break and trigger the algorithm in a good way so that everybody eats. But they're just doing way too much stuff. They got so much stuff way over their head. I don't think that they even can climb out of it. But hopefully things will get
I
better
don't
for the
think
both
she
of them.
was.
Hopefully Blueface gets out and he does the right thing with his family. He has two families. He has three kids, two boys, one girl. Hopefully he gets out, he grows up, and he sees that this ain't the way he wants to live life. He changes this for the better, and he settles himself down, or at least he is a productive citizen in society and he does not go back to jail because he's not built for jail. He needs to be out here being Blueface, a goofy, and not a jailbird.
A goofy.
Imagine having a tool that automates your path to affiliate success. I've invested over 1.2 million.
A goofy and not a jailbird. Yeah, so yeah, y'all gotta pay attention. Sometimes we miss a lot of things who we're too focused on too much of something else. Like everybody's just straight on Chrisean Rock, just going in for the girl, to the point that we lose the focus of everything that's around us. That's part of this circus, and it's not just Chrisean Rock. She ain't the only one dropping the ball. She ain't the only one doing sentences for crash dummy stuff. Blueface is too. He's in jail, about to get out, and gonna get caught like a couple of months before he gets out. He done served the majority of his time and gonna pick up another case while in jail. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, these people need to sit down. They're doing too much. I don't know. I know that Blueface, obviously, even though people are quick to talk about the upbringing of Chrisean Rock, but Blueface doesn't look like he comes from no humble beginnings either. Some of the decisions that he makes are very poor decisions and stuff. And he needs to really check himself before he wrecks himself, because he's just doing the most. He's doing the most. And it's really sad. You know what I'm saying? He's got too much responsibilities and life to live. He has a whole life to live, and he's just wasting it away doing low life things. You're in jail. This ain't no clubhouse. And you're picking up charges because you want to be in jail trying to get high instead of being focused. So it's just like, I don't more trouble for themselves than they're already in. He already, to me, dodged the bullet when they didn't give him the time that they could have gave him for that clubhouse shooting in Las Vegas. And it's like you're just really still playing with fire. And it's like, when is this circus, when is this mess gonna really end? It's nothing cute about it at all. You're not getting nothing out of it. You're not making any money from it. You're not gaining anything from it. It says, "Hey, Jen, Grand Rising. Can y'all do me a favor?" Oh no, actually, you don't even have to do it because I already had checked and it's not even. Can y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the like button or dislike button? Also, I will be putting up a premiere video between 3 and 4. I have to decide when it's gonna go up. It's a recap video live, so make sure y'all go check that out. It'll be definitely going out after I get off of this live. I just want to go live with you guys, chop it up, and update you on a few things. Yeah, Chrisean will be getting out in 2 more days. Now the big question again, is she gonna get out to the streets, or are they gonna have her to Oklahoma? That is the big question. That is what's up in the air. That is some people that are up here trying to be experts in saying that she is going to be released to the street. And then, and I think that the ones that are saying that she is going to be released to the street, they don't really know neither. They're just saying these things because, they wish the best, which it's to be respected. But we really truly don't know what they're going to do with Chrisean Rock. No one even has like an update even on. The only thing we have an update on is that her probation has been reinstated by Oklahoma. Now, have we had an update on the stipulations of the reinstatement? No. The reinstatement of the stipulations could mean that she has to surrender herself like Blueface did and do maybe 30 days with no good time. Who knows? Or 60 days or 90 days. We don't know. Or her probation could be extended. I don't see Oklahoma just giving her a pat on the back. They might, I don't know. Because think about it. Maybe they will give her a pat on the back. Because we have to understand we get our influences and our thought process from all the hearsay that we hear on social media amongst the viewers that don't even do the commentary and the channel holders. So, and a lot of the stuff that's put out here is BS, a bunch of lies. So we don't know what to believe. So we just got to sit back and watch and see how things play out. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it works out for the better. Hopefully they say, she's a mother, she needs to be with child, and we're going to pretty much be looking out, for her best interest and letting her go home to take care of her child. You know what I'm saying? She's saying that there's no one she can really truly trust to while she's sitting down doing a bid that's going to take care of her child to the best of her ability. And she needs to be there because the father's in jail. They don't need to have the mother in jail too. Who knows? We don't know what the thought process of the judge, the DA, or her probation officer is going to think. Because if the probation officer is not in sync with Chrisean Rock, she can do a little bit of time and then do the remaining of the sentence with harsher stipulations when she gets out, harsher terms. If the DA is not like painting Chrisean in a great light, or the judge, either all three of them or even one of them feel as though she needs to sit down for maybe a couple of months or maybe the remaining of her sentence. I don't know. They're going to go with the thought process is of those people. So that's dangerous. We got three different opinions and they all matter. The judge, DA, and the probation officer. And if one of them are thinking not like how we want them to think, and that's to just sit her down, she will sit down. So that's what I'm saying. She was playing Russian roulette when she did that in that Oklahoma probation situation. I don't know how she got that caught up, but sometimes love is blind, and I guess put our freedoms for the love of somebody that truly doesn't really respect you. You see that Blueface is putting his own freedom at risk, and now he's putting your freedom at risk too, because he runs the circus and he's a good manipulator. He's definitely manipulating you, and you're not putting your legal obligations in front of things, and now you're scared that you can't raise your child, and somebody else that you don't like might be raising them. And you know how like that old saying goes, if you don't like me, why would I trust you around my child? You don't like my child neither. So you don't want, you say you don't want nobody raising your child, but you're doing all of the things to be forced to have somebody have to raise your child because of what you're not doing. Let me see. Said, Lord knows I wish they could add a stipulation that says that she is not allowed to pay that Blueface bill. Exactly. Now if that was one of the stipulations, I think she would follow that. Anybody with sense will follow that. Yeah, it should be a stipulation. I'm quite sure by the court of law there could be some sort of stipulations where they tell her she can't do that. You know, the law is the law. They make up their own laws as they go along. They can tell you can be they can tell you that you can't be on social media. And if you're caught on social media, what can happen? You can go to jail for it. So I think that they could probably make up a law that she don't pay Blueface's bills. She needs to not be paying his bills. One, because he's disrespecting her. To this point, he's in jail disrespecting her. And two, she needs to be using that to pay her own legal obligations, or to have money to have a lawyer on a retainer just in case, she drops the ball again and picks up another charge for some foolishness because she let somebody trigger her. Yeah, she better fall back. She really needs to fall back. Stop loving on herself, man. Because, I'm not saying Blueface loves himself either, all the little decisions he's making right now. But I'm going to tell you right now, she needs to start loving on herself. I'm talking about her loving on herself. Because this ain't a good look right here. It's not a good look.